You can't win a war with this world unless you learn to control your own mind. Self-discipline is what will really lead you to success. 99% of people don't want to work hard on themselves, but they want to live the life of their dreams. In the Marine Corps, they say everyone wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. And it really is. The key to realizing any dream is self-discipline. And things like sports, nutrition are not as much related to your body as to your mind. It is important to learn to control your mind in order to be able to do what is really in your best interests. In life, we will all have to experience one of two types of pain. Either it will be the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. And I ask you to choose wisely. If we live a lazy, undisciplined life, very easily succumb to our feelings and act under the influence of our emotions, then we will make bad decisions over and over again, which we will undoubtedly regret. It would be much better for us to start working on self-discipline right now so that we don't have to carry the burden of regrets in the future. The most important key to success is the ability to get things done and do it systematically. And in order to cultivate a personality that constantly brings things to an end, you will need discipline. If you really want to change and become disciplined, the first thing you need to do is change the surrounding space. For example, if you want to give up a certain food, it would be great if you don't have that food at home. After all, but the new environment will be better conducive to change than the old one. Many people are trying to change. They want to start exercising in the morning, meditate, read every day, start doing something, but they do not realize that they are mired in routine. They don't realize that they keep burying themselves day after day, doing more and more useless things. I always tell people to stop sticking to the phone in the first hour after you wake up. In the first minutes after waking up, your mind is absolutely clear. Think this day, think about your dream, goals and opportunities, do not think about problems, you will solve them in the middle of the day. Stop clogging up your mind when it's as clean as possible. Everyone has probably heard such a phrase as "in the day you start, so you will spend it." I think a lot of people are suffering because of the decision-making process. There are very serious studies that only a limited number of correct decisions can be made per day. And when you make the right number of correct decisions, you will not be able to do more. The study is confirmed by the examples of doctors, surgeons, and so on. They mostly make their mistakes in the morning or evening, but this also applies to you and me. As entrepreneurs, students, parents, we all make a certain number of decisions. That's why people like Mark Zuckerberg or Tony Hsieh wear the same t-shirts and sweaters all the time. They don't want to waste one of their decisions on what to wear today. And I want to systematize my life, lay down the whole routine in the first and last hours of the day. I consciously bring routine tasks to automatism and I no longer need to think about them. After all, this is part of the day for you, for physical exercises, meditation and affirmations, because then in the middle of the day you work with the team and clients and you need to be as focused and productive as possible. But in your first and last hours, you should be alone with yourself, not immerse yourself in routine, but fully automate it. All this helps to cultivate self-discipline and inner perseverance. I also constantly monitor what information gets into my mind. I don't watch negative news and any garbage. Every day I read something useful, because I want to develop and stay positive. All this feeds my mind and allows me to find inspiration inside myself. Self-discipline is nothing but self-love. When you say that you love yourself, you mean a certain behavior towards yourself. For example, you say to yourself, "Hey man, look, I know that you want to eat this pizza and that it is very tasty, but I can't afford to eat it, because after that you will feel like shit. I just love you so much that I won't let you eat it." You have to love discipline, you have to love yourself, your body. Is your body a Garden of Eden or a cesspool? If you keep pouring liters of alcohol into yourself every day, pushing harmful, fatty foods, then you don't love yourself. Love your body and stop making garbage out of it. And I think the word discipline has acquired a bad reputation. We think of discipline as punishment, but for me, discipline is when you give up short-term pleasure in order to get long-term self-esteem in return. If you don't love doing the things you don't want to do, you won't be living the life you dream of. Self-love is when you talk. Man, I know you and that girl approach each other, a spark ran between you, but you already have a girlfriend. I love you too much to allow myself to do this. Self-love is when you talk. Hey, you have an exam on Monday. I know you want to go out with your friends on Sunday night, but if you fail this exam, and believe me, in your old age, you will not regret that you did not watch the series or that you drank too little beer. You will regret missing out on life because of these short-term empty pleasures. If you want to be happy, you must discipline your behavior by giving up short-term pleasure. Remember, the path to permanent happiness lies only through self-discipline.